What's going on, this is JTLive, and welcome back to another episode of South Stand Signings, the series. Of course, we go through everything happening in and around the world of Leeds United. We have a little talk about it, and I know I wasn't here with you guys on deadline day, and I do apologise because I said I would be here with you guys on deadline day in what was, unfortunately, a rather anticlimactic deadline day for Leeds United, but I was doing my driving test, and finally, after weeks, months, and years, I am on the road. But today is where we're going to be going through what I like to call the breakdown, the morning after, the day after, where we take a look back on the hours, the day, the week, and the month that just transpired before us. And we have a little delve into the question, did Leeds have a successful transfer window? That is a question, and if that's the question, what is the answer? And there is some serious breaking news that happened late last night to what we didn't really expect to happen. Now, a lot of us went to bed last night, obviously thinking about the Jack Harrison debacle. Will he leave? Will he stay? And there was a lot of reports basically going around just before deadline day struck that Jack Harrison was going to be staying at Leeds United, and there wasn't too much talk of him going. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, it was a hell of a lot closer than any of us really wanted. He actually had a Leicester City medical. He probably passed that medical, but Leeds pulled the plug at the 11th hour to stop him from going. Jack Harrison had Leicester City medical before Leeds United pulled plug on deadline day deal, according to Phil Hay. Writing on the Athletic website on the 1st of February, Hay reported that on Tuesday evening, Harrison had actually made his way over to Leicester City's training ground. It is understood that it was a preemptive journey to the East Midlands in case there was a last-minute agreement to sell the ex-Manchester City winger to the Foxes. However, Hay claims that Leeds eventually decided to keep Harrison even though he'd already had a medical at Leicester. Harrison is said to have not agitated for a transfer away from Ellen Road, even though a long, substantial contract was on the cards at the King Power Stadium. Wow. This leaves me with a lot of questions. First of all, I thought he wanted to sign a new deal at Ellen Road. Obviously, that possibly isn't what he was looking for anymore. Second of all, how did this go on so late? Because Leeds already had the Zaniolo deal off the cards before that. It was off the table. We weren't going to get Zaniolo. We weren't going to get another attacker. We weren't going to get another winger to replace him. Yeah, we'd signed McKennie, Vober and Rutter, neither of which play in Jack Harrison's position. So I don't understand how we left this so late. I don't understand why we left it so late before pulling the plug. And I don't understand why Jack Harrison claimed that he wanted to stay at Leeds when he really wanted to move to Leicester City. Now, what do you guys think about this? Are you happy we pulled the plug? It was reported that we could have been making around £26 million from this deal. Do you think it was a good piece of business by Leeds to pull the plug? Because now, what we could be left with is a very unhappy player. A player who doesn't want to be here. A player who has basically almost agreed a deal at another club. He had his heart set on Leicester City. It was a long-term contract. He was probably going to fit into the system better there. He doesn't really seem to fit into Marsch's system too well, if we're being honest. Hence why he hasn't had that much game time. So he was probably quite happy about the deal. And now he's going to be lumbered back to Ellen Road. Is this a good piece of business from Leeds? I'm not too sure about it. I'm happy we didn't sell him, but I don't know if I'm happy about the way things apparently went down. But in slightly more positive news, Leeds United are trying to get Luke Ayling tied down to a new long-term deal. But this comes at a cost, because something that I didn't get to speak to you guys about the other day was the very sad news of the departure of Cody Drama, who already on his Luton debut is looking phenomenal, man. Why did we let him go? He's our best right back at the club. He's our best right back, and we've let him go, and I can't believe it, and it makes me sick, the fact that we didn't give him any opportunities, really. Criminal decision to let him go. But Cody Drama is gone, and we are trying to tie Luke Ayling down to a new contract today. Apparently, also last night, we were also offered the chance to sign this Manchester United defender by the name of Axel Twanzebe. Again, I don't really think this is a good move for Leeds. I know Leeds need bulking up in the defensive area, especially in the centre-half position. But what I think we need is one experienced, out-and-out centre-half. I'm talking Premier League proven. I'm talking 28, 29, experienced, still fit, still got the legs to go for another few years, but someone that can lead that back line. That's what I think we need. Axel Tuanzebe is not the man for me, so I think it is a good steer wide. Now, one player that apparently isn't good enough for the Premier League, according to Danny Murphy, is Marc Roca, and this is where I wanted to do a little segue into discussing Leeds' transfer business so far. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, Marc Roca, for me, Dwayne the Rocker Johnson, he started off the season very well. Very well. I thought he was a very good metronome. He was good at dictating the pace of the play. However, as the season went on, things have looked a little bit hairy for him. He hasn't really been contributing enough going forward. Defensively, he's looked like a bit of a liability. And I think signing Weston McKennie is a massive upgrade right now. I'm really excited to see how he partners with Tyler Adams in that little duo that they have there. They obviously have the chemistry. They've worked together before in that position. And I'm really excited to see how that works. I think that is a great piece of business from Leeds United. It's a relatively safe piece of business because he's on loan, and if we don't stay up and if he doesn't play a certain amount of games, then we do not have to buy him. So it's a safe bit of business. Hopefully he plays the games, hopefully Leeds stay up, and then hopefully we sign him and he sets the world alight. So I think that is a brilliant addition to the side. Voba, you guys know my thoughts on Voba. I wasn't 100% keen on things. I wasn't 100% keen just because I thought Struijk deserved a chance in that left centre-back role, and I didn't get why we didn't just sign an out-and-out left-back or an out-and-out centre-half. But I have to say, since he's come in and he started playing centre-back, he's arguably been our best defender. So that, again, is another brilliant piece of business. I would just like another experienced leader next to Voba, and I think, wow, what a rock-solid defence we could have with McKennie and Adams just in front of them. Wow, that could be a serious defense. But again, great piece of business. I'm going to rank that an 8 out of 10 right now. Now, I'd rank it a 7 out of 10 because it is early doors, and I'd rank McKennie an 8 out of 10. Now, Rutter is the question. What does Rutter do? Where does he fit in? For me, he's not a winger. I don't think he's better than Sinistera. I don't think he's better than Somerville. And I don't think he's better at Nonto as a winger. So, he doesn't get in my starting 11 as a winger. Striker-wise, I don't think he can displace Rodrigo right now until he starts. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but until he drops off form because he's been too good to be dropped. Bamford is next waiting in the wings, so he is kind of third choice in the striker department as well. So where does he play? I don't know. He's very young. He's very raw. He showed a lot of promise in that cup game the other day, and right now I'm going to put it at 6.5. It's our record signing. It could go up, but right now I think we've had a decent window. I think overall 6.5 for him, 7.5 for Voba, and 8 out of 10 for McKennie. These ratings can change, but overall, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 window for Leeds. I think we've massively improved the squad. Our midfield is much improved. Going forward, we have a lot more depth with Rutter now in case Bamford or Rodrigo get injured. We have a lot better of a centre-half than what we've seen for a lot of the season in Voba. So overall, I think it's good, but it's not great. I think it's missing that one key addition, that one key centre-half. And if we got a big centre-half in, then for me, I'm like, wow, what a window. What a window. We are going places. But I do think that those signings are enough to keep us up, at the very least. But let me know what you guys think anyway. How do you guys rate our transfer window? Give it a score from 1 to 10 down in the comment section down below. I'm really excited to see what you guys have to say about that one. And I'm excited to be back with you guys for the second half of the season with some big additions, boys. Hopefully we get to see McKennie soon. But for now, guys, I will see you for another tune out of all my brothers and my sisters.